I really can't give you an update. Tyrell will be ready when he's ready, and Trent's on the process with the trainers, and I think we'll see him pretty soon. He's looking good. I thought today's practice was as competitive a practice as we've had this year. I thought John and the coaching staff did a great job. Gave them a couple days to rest their legs, a lot of walkthrough stuff. And today they came out with great energy from an evaluation. So to Sean, really what that means to me is today's as good a practice as we have to evaluate. I can't wait to get upstairs and see the tape. I mean, they competed their asses off, not just the one-on-one stuff, but on team. So as far as particularly with our rookie class, I think they've gotten a lot of pretty good press. I think a lot of people are kind of tapping them on the butt. And you know what? It's not time to anoint anybody yet. And this is what we talked about last year with Josh Jacobs and everybody else. You got to earn it in this league, okay? And we don't have any preseason games to do it, which kind of exaggerates the evaluation process for us. So the snapshot of the rookies has been good, but that doesn't mean anything yet. You know, they got to compete on special teams. They got to get off press coverage in a real game. There's an awful long way to go before we anoint anybody in this rookie class. Could not be more proud of Nelson Aguilar and Zay Jones to start with. Nelson Aguilar is on a mission, and Zay Jones is also. They're in as good a shape as any two players we have on a team. Their route running for both of them has improved. Their concentration has been outstanding, and I think our coaches have a plan for those guys. So you start with those two guys, and you say, wow, we can see a huge difference in Zay from last year to this year. I'm proud of the way he came to camp. And Nelson Aguilar, like I said, has been, I did the Philadelphia Eagles preseason games. I had a pretty good grade on him coming out of USC. I think I know what Nelly is, and I think we're seeing the best version of Nelly in this camp. You know, Tyrell is down for whatever period of time, but I think the rest of the guys see it as an opportunity. It's a huge challenge for them. I mean, let's be really honest. You're looking at no preseason games. You've got a guy, and by the way, I know Matt Rule really well. I lived in Philly when he was at Temple. I used to speak to his team. I have a pretty good feel for who Matt Rule is as a coach. But if you put yourself in the shoes of our coaches, just from our defensive staff, you go, okay, you got this Joe Brady dude, the youngest coordinator in football. He's coming from LSU. You've got an offensive line coach who's coming from the Chargers. You got an offensive coordinator whose basis is in New Orleans and LSU. And by the way, he's 30 years old. And you start to try to meld all of that together to guess what you might be seeing. So it's a huge challenge for any team week one. But when you're talking about a college coach coming in, some pro coaches, other college coaches, new personnel, I think our coaching staff has one of the toughest challenges of week